Need a versatile and sustainable material to beautify and create an eco-friendly home? Well, consider bamboo. A hardy, durable product from a renewable resource, bamboo building materials are becoming more and more popular with eco-aware consumers and environmentally responsible designers. Zoo Bamboo Philippines are the pioneers when it comes to quality bamboo materials in the Philippines, with a focus on all premium bamboo natural products, whether it's indoor and outdoor flooring, cladding, outdoor decking, or veneers. Build sustainably with bamboo. Get in touch with Zoo Bamboo via their website, zoobamboo.net today. The beauty of Asian skin is as diverse as the continent itself. Genetics and climate play a huge role in how the skin behaves and responds. U-Beauty understands the importance of a tailor-fit skincare routine to address the unique requirements of Asian skin. U-Beauty is proud of their Protect and Repair skincare routine because, let's face it, we all need to protect our skin in the morning to combat environmental factors that affect our skin and also give our skin time to heal and repair at night. Follow U-Beauty's social pages to learn more about how U-Beauty can give you long-lasting beauty. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Soulful Feasts, bite-sized information to nourish your body, mind, and spirit. Now, I'm really excited because I have a guest here today who I've worked with extensively, particularly over the pandemic. And one of the biggest questions I've ever had was sort of like, how much exercise is too much exercise? Or how much should we really be getting? Is it possible to over-exercise and sort of hit a plateau? Because personally, I had that experience. I mean, I put on a little bit of weight, and again, we shouldn't really be weight conscious, but we all know what our body feels like and what's our optimum best, right? So when those pants start to get a little bit tight, like, I just went into overdrive. I exercised mindlessly. I, just doubled up on everything, but I actually started to get heavier, and not in a good way, not in like a muscle way. And it was just bringing so much stress. So I had to take stock of what I was doing and sort of just reassess. So I have here with me today a really wonderful guest. Not only is a friend, he is an expert. Now, he has an Oxford diploma on nutrition, and he is also a level 3 certified personal trainer from the Australian Fitness Network. Now, he knows everything about sports, fitness, and health. It's Harvie Baron of Baron Method. Hi, Harvie.
Hey, Steph. Hi. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, super. You were such an ally to me all throughout my fitness journey. And I will tell you this, guys, when I was working closely with Harvie, I had never been so fit. Like, wow. I had muscles that I didn't know I had before. And, it was such a great experience to see the body transform in that way. I didn't think it was possible, but you made it possible. So, Harvie, tell us a little bit more about your approach.
Okay, so the approach, the initial approach would be food first. I mean, if there was something else, because a lot of people ask the question, chicken or egg, which is it workout or is it food? It's always food first, because that's what really fuels your body. So if there was something that I would probably get you to do is clean up your eating. And surprisingly, instead of taking the food out, I got you to eat more. Yes.
Oh my gosh, my meals were huge, guys. He got me eating like an athlete. I mean, like, his favorite breakfast is rice and tapa. I'm like, really? Tapa?
Yeah.
Egg, rice, tapa, like a lot of food.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, and believe it or not, sometimes when you are so focused on eating too little, it causes quite a lot of stress on the body.
Yes.
And when that happens, that's when your body starts to build up this level in a hormone called stress hormone called cortisol.
Exactly. Okay, so now let's move off from eating. Like, basically, this is the foundation of everything, right? Like, we can dig deep into what kind of food to eat and everything, but this episode is really about exercise because we obviously all need to move. It's not even just about losing weight. It's about vitality and health.
Correct.
So How little is too little and how much is too much?
Believe it or not, most people, especially from the times that I get to work with women, a lot of times they tell me they do so much HIIT. So I'd rather you focus rather than doing HIIT. And if you notice when you do HIIT, you get tired a lot quicker. And then you build up this fatigue. Then after about a week or so, you tend to be overly tired. Again, cortisol picks up. So if I was trying to help somebody with working out, it would literally be getting them to walk 30 minutes to 40 minutes to start. And then do a bit of weight training. And then once a week or, once a week or once every 3 or 4 days, you do HIIT workouts. That's when it
so
works.
HIIT, guys, is high intensity interval training, which has been sort of like a buzzword in terms of, really high intense training. Like it's like your quick fix to lose weight.
Right. Correct.
For those of you guys who don't know, HIIT is high intensity interval training, which has kind of been like the buzzword for fitness.
Yes.
Right? And to be honest, when I was doing HIIT, maybe it's my age, but my knees started to my knees, my joints, oh my God, gurang. I felt so gurang with a lot of jumps, a lot of all these things that are just so intense. I mean, it just wasn't working for me, right?
Actually, if you were to look at if you were to train for fat loss, which is what most of us want to do, you should really look at training at a certain heart zones. So it's actually between zone 2 and zone 3. So to compute that very simply, it's 220 beats per minute less your age. So if you're 40 years old, you're best training between, I think, 110 to 120 beats per minute at a constant rate at about, again, 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, so that's not a lot, guys. I used to think you'd have to train for like an hour and a half just to get results. But it's consistency, right?
Yeah. This is where you're actually working out, you're walking, you're doing cardio, you're basically doing, I think you can even go to the treadmill with a friend, have a conversation right beside her. That's about 110, 120 revolutions with your beats per minute.
Yeah.
So I think that works really, really well. Then you're not tired. You can do it every day.
Yes. Yes, and you're enjoying it. Yeah. So actually, one of my favorite exercises is to literally walk with a friend outside. So I'm getting some sunshine, I'm getting vitamin D. I do it early in the morning before work, like 7 a.m. I'm lucky I have friends that kind of live nearby, or guys out there, like maybe you have a co-worker that, you can get to the office a little bit early, or after work, you go for a walk in a park nearby or whatever. And, we do like an hour. And in that hour, we like clock in 5K. Yeah. And you don't even realize it. Exactly. You're just making chica. Yeah. We're not even running. We're just making chica. And I kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I catch up with a friend. And then I'm like moving and burning. Right?
Exactly. I mean, if you put all of that together, you string that along. Let's say you do it for, it sounds a lot, but if you look at 90 days, right? 90 days, it seems quite a long time. But if you do it every day, just do it consistently. It's actually quite fun, and you get the results that you want.
So, what are some of the most effective and efficient workouts that are not too daunting? Because I think a lot of people out there are afraid to start exercising.
Right. Okay. So we talked initially about cardio, right? So that cardio session would be quite a good start. But then when you feel like, hey, I'm losing weight and I need to sort of firm up, a little bit of weight training. Again, you don't have to be lifting so heavy initially. Just for you to get started, 1 to 2 sets. Do some upper body, lower body workouts. It's perfectly. Even machines. You don't have to go straight into heavy weights or dumbbells or barbells or anything like that. Just get started. I think that's what I always tell people. Yeah.
And there's lots of videos out there, so you don't even have to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Proof in the pudding. When there was a pandemic, all the gyms closed. Exactly. Everyone, and I was the fittest I had ever been. I just did it all at home. Right?
Yeah.
All at home.
Yeah. In fact, I think one of the best ones is especially if you've never done it before, is just to get started with body weight exercises like body squats, knee push-ups. There's always what we call in fitness, there's a progression and the regression. If you can't do a full push-up, go down to your knees. Or if you want to, you can do a full push-up, put a weight on the back, you can do many, many things.
But you know what, guys, also, just be gentle to yourselves.
Yeah.
Because there are days that I feel super strong and I can do all these amazing things, like all the reps, all the this, all the deadlifts. And then there are days I can't.
Yeah.
And I just communicate that to my trainer and be like, look, I didn't sleep so well last night. I just want to get moving. We can shorten our time, but let's just do a little something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. In fact, what I always tell people is that you got to listen to your body. If your body is tired, then the best thing you can do is just actually go outside, go for a 20-minute walk. Make it easy, It doesn't have to be anything difficult. There are other days. You don't all have to pile it all in 72 hours for a body that you want 90 days from now,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what really happens when people hit like a plateau?
Okay.
And get adrenal fatigue. What is adrenal fatigue?
Okay, basically that's when your body just, in a nutshell, it's when your body says, you're just too tired. You've just overstressed it out, you've just pushed too hard, whether it's workout, whether it's stress, whether it's being a mom or being a wife or being a husband. At the end of the day, you've just done too much. So I think the best thing to do when you get into a situation like that, you just step back, decide that I'm not working out for about 2 or 3 days, go back to sleep a little longer, an hour or two longer in the morning, and just decide, hey, I'm going to start eating well again. I maybe not have so many late nights anymore, and just do that.
The beauty of Asian skin is as diverse as the continent itself. Genetics and climate play a huge role in how the skin behaves and responds. U-Beauty understands the importance of a tailor-fit skincare routine to address the unique requirements of Asian skin. U-Beauty is proud of their Protect and Repair skincare routine because, let's face it, we all need to protect our skin in the morning to combat environmental factors that affect our skin and also give our skin time to heal and repair at night. Follow U-Beauty's social pages to learn more about how U-Beauty can give you long-lasting beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Rest, right? I think people forget that rest is also part of your well-being and your fitness.
Yeah.
It's not just go, go, go.
Yeah, it's a lot of people find it very difficult to accept that recovery is part of growth, right? I mean, you think that if I work out 7 times, 8 times a week, it must be better than working out 3 times, 4 times a week. On the contrary, you're better off working out 3 to 4 times a week and recovering 2 to 3 days a week. So
let's get a little nerdy here.
Sure.
For those of you who are kind of like me and want to know a bit of science behind it. Without going too deep into it, why does too much cortisol make you fat, basically?
Okay.
Produce fat in your body.
So
Remember, cortisol is the stress hormone, guys, okay?
stress is not bad, right? I mean, your body is built to actually have hormones come up and stress to accept stress. But when it gets too much, your body reacts in a certain way where it causes inflammation. The inflammation now then it tends to do things like it may give you a cold, it may give you a cough, or in certain cases for women or for certain people, because of other hormones, you tend to retain water, you tend to retain weight. So that's when cortisol actually becomes a little bit of a hassle for most people. This is where we actually recommend a supplement called ashwagandha.
Yes, I take that.
Yeah.
That's like the peaceful,
Yeah,
like,
it makes you
adaptogen.
chill. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it allows you to just bring the cortisol at better levels where your body can actually function much better.
So someone told me that it's kind of like caveman syndrome. So remember Chella Paul, she was on our episode before. She's a US registered dietitian, and she explained to me that like it's kind of like when we were cavemen, it was like fight or flight syndrome.
Yep.
So like when, an animal was attacking us, basically, then you have this buildup of cortisol, which pumps adrenaline in your body and then spikes the sugar in your body so that you can run away from this animal that's chasing you, right? But now there's no animal. The animal is us. It's the stress. It's the work. It's the obligations. But then we're not burning it, so that extra sugar in our body kind of just stays as well.
And it's more constant. I mean, it's not like where you run away and you can hide in your cave and you're safe, right? It's like constant. When especially during the pandemic, you get to your cave, you get to your home. Oh, I can't leave the house, or I'm home, but everything that when I get home and it's safe, it's no longer safe. I mean, I'm just busy all the time. And this is where cortisol becomes a real problem.
So I think ultimately, one of the things I learned is in order to be at your optimum well-being, your body needs to feel safe.
Yeah.
So that's both physical, emotional, and mental, right? Your body needs to feel safe.
And you're correct, Steph. I mean, if you look at exercise, you really want to exercise when you're in a great frame of mind. I mean, you can tell me this. I mean, when you're so busy, it's so difficult to work out because your mind is somewhere else, right? I mean, that's why I guess when you said that when you work out with your friends and you can have a conversation, you're relaxed, right? So it's a lot easier to do it that way rather than you're on your phone because of work and business, and then you're all at the same time having to do these crazy workouts. So in a way, when you're highly stressed, you're better off actually just taking a step back, relaxing a little bit, and then the next day, then that's when you focus on it, rather than rushing it all and putting it all in one day.
So, one of the things I sort of adopted, because obviously during the pandemic, I had time to like really dedicate to like these wonderful workouts, and they were a stress reliever for me. And then once work and obligations came back in, when the world opened up, it was harder to maintain. And I had to readjust everything. So one of the things that worked for me was just committing to moving even 10 minutes a day. Even if it's like, okay, I'm going to do a 10-minute ab workout or 10-minute, yoga poses, and like just 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Actually, personally, I do 20 minutes a day. But if I'm really tired, then I don't. It's okay, right? Or I take the stairs instead of the elevator. Like small things just to move your body.
And you did say that just by doing that, you were at your fittest, you were at your healthiest, right? So,
really. And I think, rather than looking, I think this is how we need to see it, like reframe your mindset. Your exercise should not bring you more stress.
Exactly.
It should bring you joy.
Joy, yes.
Yeah. So whatever it is you're doing, it should bring you joy. Move joyfully.
Right. The exercise should help release endorphins rather than add more cortisol.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you're looking for, when you work out, you're looking for that really great buzz, right? Yeah, you feel sweaty, but at the same time, after that, it seems like nothing can ruin your day, right? That's the endorphins that everybody's running for when they're exercising.
Perfect. One of the things, guys, I'll tell you, and I'll tell you also, that I've been doing lately, I've been going ballroom dancing with my mom.
That's so cool. Nice.
It is. I'm so sweaty after, and I feel so happy. And my mom is so happy that I spent time with her. Exactly. So I've blocked off every Wednesday. We do ballroom dancing in the afternoon, like super tita moves. But oh my gosh, it's amazing. I love to dance. She's happy. I'm happy. We're doing something together. Yeah. And so that's, what we should be doing, right?
Absolutely. I mean, putting all that together, joy. It should release endorphins more than anything,
Perfect. So wrapping things up, what are some tips that you can give people, and particularly something that they can do today to make that change, to really go out there and move?
Okay. So if you are really stressed, the first thing you do is don't jump into exercise. I would suggest that you go outside, get some sunlight, try to catch your circadian rhythm, put your face in the sun, and then try to normalize your day. Then sleep early so you can build up that good energy, and then you exercise. when you start exercising, you don't have to go run a 24K like Kuya Kim or anything like that crazy, right? You just go out and initially go for a walk. And it doesn't have to be really fast. If you don't like the heat, go walk in the mall. And then start with that. Yeah.
Don't stop by the food court though.
Yeah. Or a lot of husbands tell me, but you're telling my wife to spend money on shopping, right? So I tell them, no, just leave the credit card at home or leave the wallet and just walk around. Yeah, pasyal lang. And just to get started with that, and then from there, just do that for the next 2 to 3 weeks. See how you feel, and then if you feel a lot better, increase from 15 minutes, go to 20, 25. Gradually build up. I think that would be the best way for somebody who's never done it or has stopped because of the pandemic or whatever their reasons may be. I mean, they're all legitimate, right? So let's just get them started, getting them active again. I think that would be the best way.
Great. Yeah. Thank you so much, Harvie. You make it sound so easy. I like it. I never thought about walking in the mall, but it's true, you get tired. Just walk around, do laps. Go to MOA.
Yeah, for sure.
Malayo.
For sure.
Yeah. End to end. That's a lot of kilometers right there.
Definitely.
Right. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you guys for spending your time with us. I hope we've motivated you to go out and get moving. And don't forget, always move joyfully. This has been Stephanie Zubiri for Soulful Feast, bite-sized information to nourish your body, mind, and spirit.